are back for another episode of Triangle Strategy. Last time, we took a major different choice path from what we did in our first playthrough of this game. And instead of deciding to protect Roland, we turned him in and had to fight House Landroy, I think that's the name of it. In a pretty difficult battle. Not as hard as the Avora battle still, I think, but a difficult battle still. And we got to see a bunch of new things that we didn't see last time. And let's just say things are getting interesting, because now, instead of going up against House Talior, we're gonna face off against Sorsley Ende, who's trying to take over our domain now. And we're also gonna probably witness the execution of Roland. So, you know, just a bunch of cool things happened last episode and are gonna happen this episode. I guess let's first look into this side story. Sorsley of the Saintly Seven marches on Wolford and waits for his moment to strike. By the way, I didn't do any grinding in between episodes. This is I'm literally recording just after having had recorded the last episode.
Our troops have boarded and are awaiting your orders.
Good. Stand by until I give the order to depart. We make for the Wolfort domain. Upon the foundations of their keep, we shall build the glory of House End. Tell the troops, they shall be well rewarded for their feats of bravery this day.
Yes, Your Excellency.
Okay, that was short and sweet. Frederica and Gila discuss Gustadolf's true motives for invading Glenbrook.
Recent events have not quelled your desire for knowledge, I see. You make your teacher very happy, Frederica.
It is progress that I can see. I enjoy the growth that comes with learning.
And you should be proud.
Sheila, why do you think my brother attacked Glenbrook?
War is a means to an end, always. The question is, what end does he hope to arrive at?
But what could he hope to gain by razing the castle? I can see no point to his cruelty.
There is always a point, Frederica. As for whether others agree with that reasoning, well, oftentimes that doesn't matter.
How dreadful. Why must it come to arms? Why can't we settle our differences with words?
So long as men covet, there will be war. That fact is immutable.
Then war will continue forever, so long as men exist. Isn't that what you're saying?
Indeed. History has attested to that fact time and again.
What could there possibly be in this world worth risking life and limb for?
Apparently salt.
I cannot fathom the answer.
And 'tis not a question you should trouble yourself with answering, Frederica.
Okay, so that was basically a character story, to put it simply. Cool. Anything else? Nope. We can keep on going. The Archduke responds to Wolford's request for reinforcements. Oh, this'll be fun. We're gonna be the butt of everyone's joke now. Oh, is Avlara gonna go help us?
Raised their banners. I can practically smell their greed from here. Doubtless that slug Sorsley is licking his lips even now.
I did not think House Wolfort would deign to request aid.
They surprise even me. Has the young wolf learned to swallow his pride?
What should we do, Your Grace?
We cannot very well be seen to ignore those under our protection. Go.
And what of Prince Roland?
That shall have to wait. We may have use for him yet.
And so did the two forces converge on the Wolfort domain, now the linchpin of the Norzellian continent. From the west, General of Laura leads the might of the Grand Duchy of Aesfrost.
Oh. Okay.
From the east, Sorsley End of the Saintly Seven commands an army from the holy state of Hyzant.
Oh, so we're not actually gonna fight him. Cool.
From within the heart of this maelstrom, one man strives to find the path that will see the house he serves safely through the storm. Benedict Pascal, steward of House Wolfort, wise in war and peace alike, contemplates what to do next.
Oh, hello. Side story. Anything else? No, doesn't seem like it. Gustadolf appears before the captive Roland and makes a startling request. Oh lord. What is it now, Gustadolf? What do you want?
Release his fetters.
Yes, Your Grace.
You look well, my prince.
What are you doing here?
I bring good tidings. Your execution has been stayed. And I have a request to make of you.
What? What have you not already taken from me?
The good tidings did not end with a lease on life, my prince. I mean to marry your sister.
What?
However, I fear that without your assistance, she may not be entirely amenable to the arrangement.
Has your ambition driven you mad? I'll hang before I see you wed.
I had feared you might say that. In the days ahead, do remember that at first I attempted a diplomatic approach.
You bastard!
Ew, so he's just rubbing it in, basically. Okay, that still sucks, though. Okay, so no matter what, we're getting the forced wedding. Cool. That's awesome. By the way, I'm being sarcastic if you couldn't tell. I know it can be hard to tell with me sometimes, so I had to clarify just in case. Well, fun times. Fun times indeed. House Wolfort discusses their next move amidst their ever-changing surroundings. Definitely ever-changing, that's for sure. Hey everyone. It's weird not having Roland there.
A report on our current situation, if you will.
Yes, sir. Both aesfrost and Hyzant have mustered armies, and are drawing upon Castle Wolfort as we speak. Given the sudden military action, Prince Roland's execution has been stayed.
Thank you, Anna. We have much to consider.
Indeed. Our situation may be grim, but there is opportunity in chaos. However, we have scarce little time to find it.
What are you thinking, Benedict? Are we to seriously consider fighting under aesfrost's banners?
The time that House Wolfort could stand alone ended with the Saltiron War. There is no future for us if we do not cast our lot with a greater nation. However, we at least have the freedom of choice.
Choice? What choice do we have?
I see. You had an ulterior motive to requesting aid from aesfrost.
Just so. We could offer Hyzant a glorious victory.
The Archduke's army would be caught off guard. Are you certain Hyzant would offer us asylum?
Most certainly. House End would be eager to bolster their flagging reputation by defeating aesfrost in the field. Doubtless, both nations view us as prey on its last legs. They forget that a cornered wolf is the most dangerous.
That means we must consider allying with aesfrost as well.
If that is what we decide, then so be it, so long as we decide. aesfrost did not ignite the fires of war lightly. They prepared for 30 years.
30
Even so,
years?
They would only have acted if they had confidence in their chances at victory.
Do you believe aesfrost's ambition could swallow even Hyzant?
That ain't the point. After what those bastards did, I can't well say I savor the thought of fighting under them. Couldn't look at myself in the mirror, in fact.
Nothing would be more shameful than failing our duty to our house.
So we have to decide then. aesfrost or Hyzant?
Neither force has the upper hand. Our choice will surely guide the tide of battle.
Very well. Then let us consult the scales.
I honestly don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea. Well, let's explore first. We can worry about the choice later. Will we fight beside aesfrost or Hyzant? I would ask the others what they think. Added supply situation report to notes. Oh, this'll definitely be uplifting, won't it? Supply situation report. Is it really called foodstuffs? Wheat. Short supply, of course. Salt. Little remaining, of course. Cured meats. Exceedingly short supply. Also cool. Weapons. Insufficient. Nice. Medicine. Exceedingly short supply. You know that's always the case with Medina around. Materials. Short supply. You also know that's always the case with weapon upgrades and class upgrades. Daily necessities. Short supply. Okay. Between supplying materials to the mines and the war's sudden outbreak, our stock of the above-mentioned has heavily dwindled as a result. The situation must be addressed immediately, yet aid from the kingdom is not possible. With panic among our people elevated, commandeering supply from private enterprise may only serve to worsen conditions. Interesting. Okay, let me open my guide real quick. Oh, I just realized I actually have to read everything from here on out, because I don't know I didn't do this in my last playthrough, so I have to start paying attention. Can't just skip all willy-nilly like I used to. You know what I just realized? I can't even explore. I'm blocked off by this guy. Okay, that's cool. I literally have no choice but to... Okay, let's talk, my dude. First aesfrost and now Hyzant? Just what did they want with House Wolfort? I thought we were allies. Norselia was meant to know true peace. We even held a celebration for a new mining venture. Don't they have any shame? We will not yield our domain to anyone. This land is ours, and it will remain that way so long as we stand. The other great powers of this realm view us as vulnerable prey, but we will make them see the error of their ways. Our domain occupies a very strategic position between the other nations. It is only natural for them to want it, but we will use those selfish desires against them here. Let's go with the bottom one. I see. If the two nations clashed here, then we can be the ones who decide who emerges victorious. If we use our knowledge of the land, we can hit them where it hurts most. You never cease to amaze me, my lord. This triangle strategy, haha, get it, can turn us from the hunted to the hunters. Our house must stand together. Now more than ever, I'm counting on you. Okay. I'm so glad Prince Roland's execution has been stayed. Still, I cannot help but wonder how he fares in the enemy's hands. The scouts may have decided our path, but that does not change the fact that I handed my own friend over to our invaders. I haven't the right to fret over him. aesfrost needs Prince Roland alive if they are to control Glenbrook. No harm will come to them so long as he is useful to them. Sure. I wish we could help him, but we turned him over to protect our domain. We must keep pushing forward. Yeah, sure, why not? But of course, my lord, we mustn't let Prince Roland's sacrifice be for naught. There must be something we can do to gain the upper hand. Thank you. We must all work together to see our house through this. I think I'm gonna side with aesfrost, just because I want to see how that ends up working out. And also I kind of want to fight with Ablora. Hopefully she actually joins the battle, because if so, that'd be cool. Our relations with aesfrost are currently stable. I wonder if the benefits of allying with Hyacinth are worth destroying that. Let us cast our lot with Sorsley and bring aesfrost to heal. Nope, wait. Huguette, you wanna accept aesfrost's aid? Okay, that's kinda weird. Okay. Each nation has its strengths and weaknesses. We must carefully consider which would best serve us in battle. I wonder what the others might be thinking, sorry. House Wolford cannot hope to survive on its own. Even so, we must choose our allies wisely. We should accept the Duchy's aid and fight Sorsley together. Let us cast her. Accept the Duchy's aid. So you would suggest we join forces with aesfrost? I must admit, I am curious as to your reasons, my lord. Sorsley's responsibilities. House Ende manages matters related to salt. I doubt that Hyacinth charged them with marching against us, and alone no less. Our forces sustained a heavy blow in the recent battle. It would be unwise for us to take on aesfrost at this time. Roland's execution has been stayed, but only for the moment. I would rather not provoke the Duchy if we could avoid it. Let's go with the bottom one.
Quite true.
Their expertise certainly lies in counting coin, not swinging swords. Their military might leave something to be desired. If the Holy State truly wished to invade another nation, they would have sent Minister Exam instead. In which case, allying with House Ende would avail us nothing should their actions not be sanctioned by Hyacinth.
Certainly not.
If you don't mind continuing, I would like to hear more on your reasoning. It may be a good opportunity for you to examine your own thoughts. aesfrost would not have sent General Aurora to our aid were they not fighting in earnest, but what of Hyacinth? Right now we haven't the leisure of uncovering Hyacinth's true motives. We must take the surest path before us if our house is to survive. Might is right in aesfrost. If we defeat Hyacinth in battle, we may win the Duchy's favor and find a way to best them in turn. Let's go with the bottom one, again.
Certainly not.
Indeed, displaying our power to aesfrost is one of the paths before us. But I must warn you that the Archduke is not a man so easily bested. You mean to say that Gustavus will crush those who are no use to him, as well as those who pose even the slightest threat? Just so, there's a reason he stands at the pinnacle of a nation where only the strong thrive.
And?
He is a man obsessed with victory and not else. That being said, raises the question of whether or not we will want to be vassals of such a nation. Okay, interesting. Our backs may be up against the wall, but I still won't join forces with those aesfrost bastards. They took Prince Roland from us and destroyed House Fox. I won't see him sullying House Wolford's good name any longer. About that... You want us to ally with aesfrost? Are you out of your mind? We don't know what Hyacinth is after, and aesfrost still holds Roland prisoner, sorry. I would stay our course and see where it leads for now. The Duchy has control of Glenbrook. It will be unwise for us to cut off our ties with them so rashly. aesfrost values strength above all else. If we show them what we are capable of, our situation is likely to improve. Let's go with the top one. I suppose you have a point. I thought joining hands with Hyacinth would be best for House Wolford, but we can't very well abandon His Highness. Still, I've got pride as a member of this house, and I don't think I have it in me to keep bending the knee to Gustav like this. Okay, let's see. What do you have to say, actually? I agree with Eridor. I don't want to be allies with aesfrost. But siding with Hyacinth now is tantamount to betrayal. And who would dare trust such disloyal warriors after that? I wonder if the others would agree. Gustav was the one who started this war. Hyacinth may have its own motivations for marching against us, but I cannot see us allying with aesfrost. Let's accept their aid. Plus, it's your brother or whatever, maybe. Maybe that'll convince you. Why do you believe it better we join forces with aesfrost and not Hyacinth? The kingdom's commerce is controlled by the duchy. We risk isolating ourselves if we turn against them. It is as you said, Hyacinth's motivations are unclear, but we needn't ponder anything under aesfrost rule. Okay, sure. We haven't the power to resist the duchy. Turning on them now may put Roland's in even more danger. Okay, the bottom one.
Is that so?
Prince Roland's life is in danger because of the aesfrost. We know that they plan on executing him sooner or later. Time is of the essence. If you wish to save him, I would think it better to ally with Hyacinth and defeat his captors. I find myself at a loss for Eureka. Would you mind speaking to me a moment more? Of course not. I would know what is on your mind, Serenoa. I have my doubts that Hyacinth will truly fight at our side. Do you think Hyacinth is worthy of our trust given the saintly 7 we met so far? Roland will live so long as we are useful to aesfrost, and so long as he lives, there will be a chance for us to save him. Let's go with the bottom one again.
Surely.
So we must be useful to the duchy if we are to help Prince Roland. Gustav is certainly not the type to dispose of a useful pawn. It is time someone used such callousness against him. Okay, that's cool. I guess that worked out. My knowledge of both nations has caused me quite the dilemma. While I am concerned about fighting alongside the clannish holy state, I cannot bring myself to put my faith in the duchy either. What are your thoughts, Lord Serenoa? Let us cast our love with Sorsley. Oh no, not that one. We should accept the duchy's aid and fight Sorsley together. So you would prefer to fight alongside aesfrost? Might I inquire as to why? We haven't the leisure of investigating Hyacinth's motive, and it would be dangerous for us to join hands with a nation we know so little about. House Ende marches on us now, even if we allied with them, and when there is no telling what they would do afterwards. Roland's execution has been saved for the moment. I think it's best we obey the duchy until we have the chance to rescue him. Let's just go with the bottom one.
Indeed.
Lady Frederica also worries for His Highness. His life is currently in the duchy's hands, and none can say how long his execution has been stayed. Acting rashly could cost the prince's life. It might be best for us to await an opportunity to see him safely return to us. Okay, I think we got everyone, so let's just get... Actually, let me save just in case. Okay, commence the boating.
It is time to cast our votes. Do we join forces with the army of aesfrost? Or do we choose to side with Hyacinth? Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
I stand with you, my lord.
I wholeheartedly agree.
I have no qualms with that.
Oh, I want you to know, I was completely distracted and wasn't reading what they were saying. Oh well, let's just keep going like this, I guess.
You won me over.
I think we got everyone right.
The scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen.
Yay, we got
The way forward
everyone.
is decided. We ally with the Grand Duchy of aesfrost and decimate the Hyzantian forces. The road forward is decided. We shall join forces with aesfrost to crush the Hyzantian army.
I shall send word at once to begin planning our strategy.
I'll tell the guards to shut the gates and tighten their patrols.
Thank you. Then let us attend to our duties.
Weather the storm completed.
Minister Sorsley, leading the forces of the Holy State of Hyacinth, moves to oust the embattled House Wolfort from their castle home. The once proud house has found themselves shorn of the freedom they held so dear, and trapped between two nations bent on expansion. Their only hope of survival is to cast their lot with one of their would-be adversaries. Sarah Noah chooses to side with the Grand Duchy of aesfrost. Although the wounds of recent betrayals have yet to heal, he sets aside the burden of his grudges so that his name may live to see the morrow.
Chapter 8, Part 2, As the Earth Rages. Oh, this'll... Okay, what are we getting into?
Sheila, tell us what you know about this Minister Sorsley.
Sorsley is one of the Saintly Seven. He oversees the salt harvest at the source and the Roselle that work there.
His authority over Hyzan's salt gives him great influence, but many whisper of his petty and jealous nature behind his back.
So he's got the resources to put up a fight then, eh?
And he has been preparing for this moment. We can expect his forces to be well-provisioned and well-trained.
He is not an opponent to be taken lightly. There is a reason he sits among the Saintly Seven.
This may be our hardest fight yet.
Hence the importance of our alliance. Without aesfrost, we are lost. The future of House Wolfort will hinge on the hours to come. May we all arrive at the end of them safely.
House Wolfort shall persevere.
My lord, we've received word from General Vlora. She plans to meet the enemy army at the docks. She asked that we meet her there at once to hold a war council.
Then let us not keep her waiting.
Oh, this is cool. We actually get to interact with Abora without having to face her in combat. Held captive in her own home, Cordelia realizes that even more difficult days lie ahead. Sorry, I wanted to try doing the narrator voice, but I don't think I can do it. Okay, so this is probably when she finds out about the wedding. Do we have anything else? Oh, we got side story. Okay. I also need to check the encampment to see if we got anything else. Sorsley orders Booker to begin the attack on Wolfort. Cool. Oh, do we get to kill Booker? If so, that'd be interesting. Because I don't think we actually ever killed them, or even faced off against them.
And you are certain the other saints harbor no suspicions?
House End is known for its clandestine dealings. They suspect nothing outside of the ordinary.
Good. Do not fail me, Booker. We must open another transportation route now that Glenbrook is close to us. We mustn't let a mere war stem the flow of our goods.
Oh, there it is. The legal salt trade.
Once we have secured the Wolfort domain, I suspect our work will proceed even faster than before. To say nothing of the accolades you are sure to receive from the Holy One for bringing Wolfort into the fold.
At last, Exham and those sniveling upstarts will know their place. They will see who among the Saintly Seven truly wields the power, as will the Holy One. It is time to grasp the glory we deserve, Booker. To Wolfort Harbor!
Okay, that was interesting. Get to see more of the ambitious Sorsley Ende. Okay, let's get into Cordelia's side of things. Let's see how depressing everything is. Oh, cool, we have a feast.
I've had enough.
You've had enough? Where are your manners? You are our captive, and it is only by my brother's grace that you aren't eating scraps off the floor.
She should be crying tears of joy for our largesse. Perhaps she still has delusions of royalty. We should disabuse her of such notions. She must learn to finish her meal, even if we must force it down her gullet.
God, you guys suck.
Don't flail too much, dear, else this fork might prick something it isn't meant to. Get away!
What is that infernal racket?
She's so cruel, brother. She said she spits on aesfrost's generosity.
Must you bicker like children? Remind me how old you are, Erica.
Okay, I'm glad he didn't actually get mad at Cordelia. Thank God he knows Erica sucks. Ooh, put her in her
Have you finished
place.
with your duties, brother? If so, perhaps we could enjoy a meal together.
Oh, oh wow. Sorry, I think like a week or two ago I edited the episode where we face off against the. Oh no, I literally just uploaded the episode last week where we face off against the twins, and rewatched Talus's dying words, and this just makes things kind of depressing if I'm being honest. Him asking his older brother if they can have a meal together, because I think his last words were like, "Brother, help me," or something like that.
My duties are endless. In fact, I would have you two oversee our occupation of the capital in my stead.
Or maybe I'm overreading things and he just was trying to be quote-unquote polite in terms of, you know, Talus.
Can't you have that brute Avlora do it?
General Avlora is afield. House Wolfort has requested our aid, and they deserve some token for handing us the prince. Your options for rescue are fast dwindling, Princess.
They'll be gone at last. It must be tonight.
Also, I really want to recruit Cordelia already, because I have a feeling that she's some kind of healer, or TP healer, maybe. And I really want to know what she does. Okay, we made it to the docks. I don't think we ever actually got to battle here, aside from Chapter 1. So let's see what's happening. The War Council with Avlora commences. Benedict later reveals his true thoughts on their strategy. Okay.
Our scouts have sent their report. Hyzan's forces will arrive at nightfall.
We will do battle in the dark, then.
We should map out the perimeter and terrain before they come.
You sound frightened. There's no need. My troops shall make quick work of Sorsley. You will see that giving us Roland was the wise choice.
I simply think it best to be prepared. There is no room for regrets in battle.
Oh, I wanted to talk to her some
She
more.
doesn't think much of us, does she? Are you certain she can be trusted?
We are allies, for now at least. That being said, aesfrost only benefits from us being indebted to them, and from seeing our numbers diminished.
So, she'll help us win, after she watches us grind each other to a bloody pulp.
I'm afraid we will have to disappoint her in that regard. She will see this day how House Wolfort earned its reputation.
It appears we'll be facing off against Hyacinth's army in the rain. Oh, cool. We cannot let them have the upper hand. To that end, I would have a look around before their forces arrive. Oh, they're gonna have spark mages, aren't they? Oh, this is gonna be a terrible battle. Oh no. Okay. Let me check the encampment real quick. And get this, I guess. Oh, lightning amulet. I'll definitely take that. Oh, there's a cat here. Hello. That's an interesting meow. Got 500 coin. That's not that good. Well, no. Any money is appreciated, really. Obtain leather. Quality fiber. Okay, I'll definitely take that. Ooh. Marvels of Norsalia, Volume 2 to notes. Yes, please. I need to read this right now. Carved into the side of a mountain, Castle Wolford is unassuming and unyielding, just like its eponymous house. This veritable fortress was crucial during the Salt Iron War, allowing House Wolford to stand strong against what otherwise would have been overwhelming enemy forces. Yet visitors who expect to see a domain full of nothing but rugged warriors may find themselves disappointed. Wolford's subjects are a kind and honest folk, fiercely proud of the heroic Lord Simon. Engineers used the slope upon which the castle town is built to create a system of canals that flow through the streets and provide a clean, comfortable space for the people to live. Stay here long enough and you are bound to realize that the people's pastoral life is undergirded, I don't know, by their utter trust and confidence in House Wolford. Beneath their plain exteriors beat strong hearts. One mistakes their kindness for weakness at one's own peril. Okay, so we finally got Wolford terrain lore. I did not know that was how the the castle thing looked like. Oh wow, that looks great. And nothing like the actual thing in the game. That looks so cool. Okay, sorry, I got distracted. Back to this. 1,100 coin, I'll take that. Obtained Iron 3. Minister Sorsley wasted no time in marching on us. I can sense he is eager for a victory. One can only wonder how Hyacinth and the Hierophant view his actions. It is rumored that House Ende's political status in Hyacinth has seen a decline in recent years. Even had we chosen to fight with Minister Sorsley, it would have been difficult to gain the Holy State's support. Oh, okay. This reminds me of the old Salt Iron War. Back then, Hyacinth had a famed... Oh, hello! Sorry, I was trying to keep up a voice for an old man to see if I can improve my voice thing, but... Hello, lore? Back then, Hyacinth had a famed archer in the ranks. His dignified figure was the envy of all. Hello, Archibald. We finally got a mention for you, that's cool. You hear a lot of rumors working at the harbor. The word lately is that the Holy State is something terrifying. They say the word of their goddess is absolute. The goddess speaks to the Hierophant, and anyone who disobeys is punished. I heard some people are even killed. They say the goddess has always been strict, but it's worse than ever with this Hierophant. So the goddess's teachings are more than just talk, and the Hierophant is to be both respected and feared. Interesting. We already knew that, but still. There were more people here not too long ago. Trade was thriving back then, but I guess it's to be expected with a war. House Wolford's soldiers look nervous, but they needn't worry. We've got General Avlora on our side, and she's never lost a fight. Sure. It feels like just yesterday the three nations were celebrating a new age of peace, and now we meet on the field of battle? Will Norsalia ever see true peace? You needn't follow my commands, Lord Serenoa. I only ask that you stay out of my way. Just remember that Hyacinth is your enemy, and not us. But if you dare turn your blade against me, know that I would return the favor in full force. I wish I could do an Avlora voice, but I can definitely not do that. Sorry. So aesfrost and Hyacinth face off again. It's the stuff of nightmares, I tell ya. I just pray this doesn't turn out to be the second coming of the Salt Iron War. As you predicted, it looks like the Hyacintian army will try to strike at night. We can take solace knowing that it is House Ende that marches on us. They specialize in managing salt, not soldiers. If we were up against House Martial or House Farrant, that would be another story entirely. House Martial is Exarm, right? And House Farrant is the guy with the deep voice, whose name I can't remember. To think we'd be fighting side by side with the Black Irons who invaded our kingdom. If you don't mind my asking, my lord, what's our plan of action? No matter what the aesfrost army does, we will fight our way. We are allies with aesfrost now. We cannot allow past grudges to cloud our judgment. We will take careful measures of aesfrost's strengths and weaknesses, in case we ever find ourselves on opposite ends of the battlefield. Let's go with the bottom one. I see, it's our chance to learn where their army is weakest and strongest. That way we can be a boon to each other in battle. Yes, sir, I will fight for the glory of House Wolfort. It was not so long ago that General Avlora marched on Whiteholm Castle. I doubt I will ever forget the way she so callously struck down Prince Franny. Her prowess in battle is undeniable. Consider her naught but a sword we need to strike down. We need to strike down Hyacinth, sorry. She was indeed the one who struck the fatal blow, but Gustadolf was the one who gave her the order. Oh, I really want to say that one, because I love Avlora. Neither will I. She spilled the blood of the royal family as a retainer to the crown. That makes us enemies. Going with the middle one. Yes, I suppose my brother is the more terrifying of the two. I had always known him to be cold, and yet... I do not mean to place the blame upon him. These are merely the realities of war. If the need arose, I would order my vassals to strike down stood against us. That is the responsibility of a commander. I can see that you have steeled yourself for what lies ahead, as must I. As your bride-to-be, Serenoa, I must be able to face the realities of war like the rest of House Wolfort. Poor Frederica, having to strike down her own family. Well, I think that's everything and everyone. Anything and everything and everyone. And we can't go in the houses. Okay, that's it. Let's save and get ready for the battle. Oh boy, this battle's gonna be fun. I just know it. I am ready. It's time to take on the Hysanthian army. The battle begins. Aesfrost and Wolfort's allied forces meet Hyacinth's army amidst pouring rain. Okay. Let's go Ende, or Sorsley Ende, I don't know. Sorry. Oh, this is cool. Oh, I'm actually facing up against the both of you.
So, you have accepted the embrace of your enemy, while the blood of the king is still warm upon their hands.
All I do for my house.
And was it for your house that you betrayed the prince you called a friend? I must admire your lack of scruples. We are not so dissimilar, you and I. It is for the glory of my own house that I must divest you of your own.
You talk too much, Sorsley. Pretty words cannot hide that ravenous glint in your eyes.
Tell him, Avlora.
Ah! aesfrost's dog is in no position to lecture me on greed. All that matters is victory. Save your moralizing for the histories.
And you're about to lose.
Then you are bent on seeing this war continue, I take it.
Stand back, Your Excellency. These worms are not worthy to face you.
Oh, okay, so we're not actually facing him?
Allow me this pitiable task.
Your loyalty is duly noted, Booker. I expect a grand display.
I guess this is how he dies.
Lord Serenoa, on the battlefield, justice is decided by strength of arms. Naught else matters.
My sword shall expel these intruders from our land and protect House Wolfort's honor.
Very good. Troops, advance! Lord Serenoa, we shall form the vanguard!
Understood.
I already know we're gonna face spark mages. Oh, this'll... As soon as I saw those mages, I don't even have to look. You already know it, right? Freaking... Yep, there it is. Cool. Okay. Let's take a look at you, because I never fought you before, I think. Scorpion's Tail. Oh, he's an assassin. Oh, that's cool. And scary. Cool. Increases damage dealt to enemies inflicted with status elements. That'll be fun. Oh, I can blind him, though. Charge TP, gain 1 TP. Okay, so basically just an assassin. Literally just an assassin. Okay, we got... Oh, we got knights. Well, actual... okay, cavalrymen. There you go. Interesting. Long thrust, deal physical damage in a straight line of 3. Okay, so basically Roland. Throwing knife. We got more assassins, but lamer versions of assassins. Knight's Bane. Okay, more of the cavalry. Assassin. 1 bow person, 2 bow persons, 2 mages, and 2 healers. Oh, this battle is gonna be annoying. Oh, actually, let's take a look at our allies. Oh, cool. We only have 3 allies, and it's Avlora, which is nice, I guess. With Amulet of Immunity. Interesting. She only has Desperate Strike and Risky Maneuver. Wait, do I have control of her, or is she... I think I might have control of her, right? What even level is my Avlora? I don't think she's... Oh, okay. I don't have control of her, that's for sure. Cool. Okay. This will be fun. Ice Arrow, that's kind of... Oh, she only has 2 bow people. Nice. Gila and Medina, okay.
Moving out.
For some reason, Corinthin.
My
Narve.
magic is at your disposal.
And Izana.
Understood.
Okay, that makes sense. We're probably gonna want to use Julio
do
for
my
this
best.
one. We got 2 more spaces. We got a bunch of mages, Serenoa, 2 healers. Okay. I can blind people, so I should
At your
probably
service.
bring Huet.
If you insist.
I think Lionel would be useful, since he can provoke these guys over here and make us not worry about mages for a bit. Okay, we'll put all 3 of you here. Hopefully you can make a wall and protect us from this mess over here. Do we have water around here? We got a puddle right there, so we gotta worry about that. Okay, so the safe space is gonna be right here. That's where we have to make the wall. Okay, I'll give the Bangle of Vitality to Lionel. I'll also give him the, Lightning Amulet, so he can hopefully survive things. Where's Lionel at? There he is. I'll give the Magic Defense Bracelet to Serenoa, so he can... hopefully take a spark damage. I'll also give him the Lightning Amulet too. I got a Magic Defense Ring that I can give to Julio for what it's worth. I'll give the Magic Bracelet to Izana, since she does the most spark damage out of anyone. I'll give the Accuracy Bracelet to Huet. I'll give the Rearguard Cloak to Julio, because why not? Actually, I can give the Strength Bracelet to what's-her-face, Huet. I'll give the Speed Bracelet to Medina. And I guess that's it. Let's see how things go. I probably should have given the Defense Bracelet to someone. Oh well, whatever. Let's just see what happens. House Ende's Assault. Okay.
Capture the Wolfort domain, and the future of our house shall be steeped in glory. All troops, advance!
Today, we show aesfrost and Hyzant that we will suffer no invaders in our home.
I will crush you!
What are the auxiliary troops doing? Board the boat and cut through their flanks. General Avlora, your strength is legendary, even in Hyzant. However, every legend must meet its end in time. Commander Sorsley is watching us. Do not disgust him with failure.
Sir, we'll drive these Curb back to their hovels.
The wounded should fall back. I shall move to the vanguard. Those with hearts unclouded by doubt will see the path to victory laid bare. Those with friends by their side will reach their destination all the faster.
Oh, hello.
Regret is a burden we can't afford to bear. Leave nothing on the battlefield this day.
Okay. That's...
Those with hearts unclouded by doubt will see the path to victory laid bare. Those with friends by their side will reach their destination all the faster.
That's interesting. Okay, I'm really glad I did that combo move with Sereno and Avlora. That's some nice dialogue right there. You don't get to see them interact like this all too often.
The upper hand?
Have another! No. How could I bear to face Minister Sorsley after this?
Okay, so you don't die after this. That's interesting. Or maybe you do. I don't know. I guess we'll find out after this. Okay, this battle was interesting to say the least. I was 100% sure we were gonna lose this battle, but we somehow won it.
All your wounds be healed.
I mean, we probably could have won this battle too without having lost Julio, had I been a bit more careful. I'm very surprised we made it through this battle. When I saw those guys coming up here and that they broke Corentin's ice wall, I was 100% sure that they were just gonna... Okay, sorry about that. I had to stop recording for a couple of minutes there. Honestly, don't remember what was the last thing I said, so let's start over. I think I was talking about the battle. Yeah. So, this battle was definitely an interesting one, to say the least. At the beginning, I was 100% sure we weren't gonna make it. Just like those last couple of battles where we had the mages taking the lead. Or, well, not last couple of battles. I mean, the battles we had ages ago now. Because, I mean, our party was starting to get divided, and the guys were coming from this end, and as soon as I saw the cavalry enemies break down Corentin's ice wall, I was like, oh god, it's done, it's over, there's no coming back from this. but somehow we made it through. I don't really know how, if I'm being honest. I guess, if I had to guess, it's probably because of Huet blinding a bunch of people. That probably helped us out a bunch. And also the AI was really weird and decided to attack Avlora instead of finishing off my units. Oh yeah, there it is. The AI was them, and also Avlora was definitely really helpful in this battle. She wasn't like, you know, like Dragon, who kept on running into danger head first, or like Simone, Sereno's dad, who also ran into danger head first. She actually took hits really well and also dealt a ton of damage. We also have this single one assassin that for whatever reason decided to just run off over here. And I'm not complaining, it made the battle a bit easier on us, thankfully. I will say something that I really liked about this battle was the way that puddles work, or that you had to, I guess to be more precise, the way you had to think around it. Because, you know, we had to deal with thunder mages and also our own mages who also had spark on them. So we not only had to worry about unit positioning against the enemies, but unit positioning against our own attacks so we wouldn't get electrocuted by Narve or Rizana using spark on enemies. But the way that you can work around that is with Narve and his Scorch ability, because you can dry up the water puddles, which made things really interesting. Just because, I don't know, I feel like that's not something you see too often. Like, the way... I guess this is more of how I like the mechanics of weather and, like, terrain in this game. There are, of course, you know, a couple problems here and there, but in settings like this one where you have to worry about spark and everything like that, it's really cool how the elements all work together. That probably didn't come out right, but hopefully you guys get what I'm talking about. Anyway, let's actually finish this battle.
Let me heal your wounds.
Now then, to work.
Face me if you dare.
I'll do my utmost.
Oh yeah, also another reason that I won this battle is because of K2's points. If I didn't have those, I probably would have been in so much trouble so many times.
Defeat is not an option.
Time to take flight.
Profit comes to the prepared.
I will crush you.
Here I come.
Cool heads shall prevail.
Where was I?
My time is now. Whatever it takes.
I will crush you.
For the honor of House Wolfort.
The hunt is on.
You cannot impede progress.
Time for some sorcery. For the greater good.
I will crush you.
Cool heads shall prevail.
Oh, something else I forgot to mention is that it really felt weird having aesfrosty bowmen on our side. I don't think... Have we had any, like, regular enemy units actually help us in battle in anything we've done so far? I don't think we have. Maybe that's why it felt extra weird having the regular aesfrosty bowmen on our side. Like, every time I saw him, I got so scared that he was gonna attack one of our units. I was just like, oh no, this guy's gonna finish me off. But nope, he's on our side, thankfully.
Not another step! Face me if you dare! I do not leave survivors.
Profit comes to the prepared.
For the greater good. Here I come.
Cool heads shall prevail.
Time for some research.
The heavens judge you.
I will crush. I do not leave survivors.
And Avlora finishes it off. We couldn't even do it ourselves. Unfortunate. We got another Medal of Bravery. Cool. Spider Silk, which I think is a rank 2 weapon upgrade. So not something we really need right now. We definitely need that fiber and iron, so I'll take those. I'll take the range HP recovery pellet too, I guess.
Booker, you incompetent weakling! How could you be defeated by this rabble?
I don't know why, but as soon as I saw him say that, or I read that, I was like, why is this giving me the Three Stooges vibes? Maybe it's because of the way Sorsley looks.
Your Excellency, I have failed you. It is ended. Our home is safe.
How will history remember this day, Sorsley?
Ooh.
I think it will remember it as your last.
She's so cool.
Wait!
Come on, do it, Avlora. I know you're not gonna actually do it, unfortunately. Wait, what? Was that Alfric? Oh. Oh my god. I like how you can actually see the castle from the Marvels of Norzelia volume there, now that I look at it.
What are those flames?
That smoke, those explosions, they come from Castle Wolford.
Of course it is.
Byzantine reinforcements.
Exham! What in the blazes are you doing here?
I am here to declare myself the victor. My thanks for the diversion,
Oh, you
Minister
jerk.
Sorsley.
Oh my god, Exam. I hate you so much right now. You, Okay. Exam is dead to me. He's really showing off that cocky attitude right now, you know. The one from the ending of the Golden Rule where he was like, but I need to be the winner, or whatever, something like that. Gosh darn it, Exam. How low can you sink?
What? You snake.
Is that any way to speak to the hero who won the day? Castle Wolfort has fallen by my hand.
He speaks true. The flames have been lit.
They signal our defeat. Only a trusted few know to light them.
Oh.
No!
What are you gonna say, Avlora?
Then the battle is ended. It would be folly to shed blood further.
I mean, you can still kill him. What the hell? Avlora, what?
Defeat is not an easy draft to swallow, but a good general knows when to retreat. For that, she has my respect.
Why? Avlora, you... What? Okay. Okay, that just happened. That's... Okay. I am so surprised right now. Well, whatever, I guess.
And what of you, Lord Wolfort? Your father and subjects are as of yet unharmed.
Sorry, I've never seen Avlora run that fast. My lord, what just happened? Avlora literally said, alright, I'm out. Peace. Okay, cool.
I yield. I shall give the order to lay down our arms.
Okay, so there was no winning that battle. I wonder what would have happened had we sided with Sorsley. I guess I'll have to wait and find out until my next New Game Plus run.
Three armies clash, their battle cries ringing across blood-soaked fields. When the chaos subsides, the gallant figure of Exum Marshal stands victorious.
Avlora just runs away.
General
Cool.
Avlora sees the tide turning against her and retreats before it swallows her whole. The bitter taste of defeat is unfamiliar to her tongue.
Oh, and I'm guessing Gustadolf is gonna give her a rough time because of that, isn't he? Chapter 8, Part 3 of Hearts, Words, and Deeds. I think that's what it said. Deeds, right? Oh, so they're just here now. Awesome.
Don't think that seat's meant for you, friend. Lord of the house only.
Ah, but who is lord over a fallen castle? By rights, it should belong to its conquerors. From my perspective, it is clear who that is.
Those purple flames. So that was the full measure of Hyzant's new weapon.
Beautiful, no? Courtesy of our capable researchers at the Ministry. I'm afraid it's still a work in progress, but I hope you found our initial display compelling. If not, I'm sure my men could be persuaded to give another.
There is no need for that. I will not see my people suffer further.
I'm glad we've reached an accord. Leave us.
Yes, my lord.
What is the meaning of this?
It is all too easy to make enemies when one is young and talented. And so every so often, I must put on a display like this. Anyhow, I've come to speak with you, Lord Serenoa. Once I've said my piece, we shall leave.
What could I possibly gain from hearing you out?
There are parasites within Hyzant that grow fat on the goddess's blessing at the expense of those who deserve it. I would ask for your aid in purging the sickness from our beloved nation.
Okay, so take care of Sorsley and A.
I'm listening. Go on.
Before boring you with details, allow me to give you this.
What is it?
The latest medicine developed at our ministry.
And why would we need anything your alchemists brew up? Lord Simon will be back on his feet in no time.
Ah, so the rumors are true then.
Curses! Hyzantian trickery!
The draft is efficacious, you can be sure. His heart will beat as steadily as it did in youth.
Thank you.
Pray, save your gratitude until after you've heard the favor I ask in return.
You would propose a deal.
I would. You are familiar with Minister Sorsley End. As head of his house, and one of the Saintly Seven, long has he overseen the distribution of salt. Which would be all well and good, were he not profiting personally by abusing his station. He peddles salt outside the purview of the consortium.
But how is that possible?
A man of his influence has his means, no doubt. The consortium is not well liked by all, 'tis true, but they have done more good than harm in ensuring that each nation is given fair treatment in matters of trade. If these claims against Minister Sorsley are true, he would be in direct violation of the Accords.
Precisely so, and in his violation, he would leave an indelible stain on our nation's reputation.
Who buys his ill-gotten wares? aesfrost?
None other, my lady.
We have witnessed as much.
Then you understand that his greed touches the lives of people even outside our nation's borders. Which brings us to my request.
What would you have us do?
I would see Minister Sorsley relieved of his position.
And his life, I take it?
A man after my own heart. Speaking of which, I pray your Lord Father sees a quick recovery. Now, I shall return the castle to your safekeeping.
That's quite generous of you.
I've already made quite the request of you. To impose any more would be unseemly.
I take it this request isn't one we can refuse.
You're quite perceptive. I like that. Well then, I shall take my leave. May our next meeting bring good tidings.
From within the castle jail, the Captain Roland hears something saying, "Oh, I just realized what Cordelia's doing. Oh my gosh." Okay, so she's probably gonna release Roland before he gets, executed. I can't believe I didn't realize that sooner. I feel so dumb right now. XM's intervention ends the battle at the harbor. Sorsley seethes in anger. I'm sure he is. Don't worry. We'll put you out of your misery soon enough.
Do you require assistance, Your Excellency?
I require silence. Can't you see I'm thinking here?
Exham's meddling is unfortunate. He hid his investigations well. He may have already poisoned the Holy One against us. We must take action, and soon. If our dealings were to come to light, it would have grave implications.
Do you understand the meaning of silence? If you insist on pestering me so, then tell me what you would do.
I would do whatever Your Excellency commands.
He is commanding you to find him a way out of this mess. Have you no ideas for me?
I fear not, Your Excellency.
Useless! Would you see me dead then? We can't let the Wolforts fall into Exham's clutches. They are too valuable. I must find a way to make them see the upside of being in my good graces.
Okay, let's pay a visit to Roland. Oh? Is Cordelia kicking butt right now? Oh my gosh, she is.
There you are!
Cordelia!
Shh! You have to run, now!
I knew it. I literally figured it out just before. Well, the only reason I figured it out is because I read the thing.
Come out, Your Highness.
Not so loud. Anyone finds out about this, it'll be our heads on pikes.
I'm sorry. This is all my fault.
Nonsense. You're more courageous than you know. It's time for us to go.
Oh, they're both leaving? Oh no, she's not gonna leave, right?
Cordelia?
Yeah.
I'm staying here.
What? Why? After all this?
That is all the more reason for me to stay. I will
Oh.
avenge our family. I will find out what aesfrost's schemes are. And when the time is right, I shall bring them down.
Okay,
You
Cordelia.
intend to wed the Archduke, then?
Sorry, I can't take that voice really seriously. I feel like Cordelia's voice isn't bad, but I do feel like it's kind of shifted a bit. I don't know how to describe it, but I still think back to I don't remember when it was, but I think she was mad or upset about something, and she just had let out this really, really shrieking voice that didn't really sound like her. And now whenever I listen to her voice, it feels like it's not consistent, but at the same time it is. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being weird. It might just be because it's such a high-pitched voice. Maybe that's why. Well, it's not really high-pitched. I don't know. I'm being weird right now. Just maybe some of you guys will get what I'm talking about.
Yes.
I will come for you, sister. This I swear. Until I do. Take care of yourself, will you?
Aww. Aww. At least she knows he's alive.
It seems Hyzant has withdrawn from the Wolford domain.
And left the Wolforts with their independence? How very uncharacteristic of them.
Doubtless they mean to use the Wolforts against us. The illusion of freedom will make them more pliable to an entreaty from their saviors. So not only has House Wolfort defied us, but the Holy State stands with them.
I suppose even zealots can be coaxed from their pulpits. General Avlora reported the use of a weapon which caused an explosion of purple smoke throughout the battlefield.
Yes, not but bluster and fury for now. But who knows what may become of it in time. The situation has become vexing.
The failure was mine, Your Grace.
Failure does not become you, Avlora. You know what I expect. May you never utter those words in my presence again.
Yes, Your Grace.
Have you news of the prince's whereabouts, Thalas?
I'm afraid not. Information seems to have slowed down to a trickle. But worry not, brother. The sizable bounty I put on his head should motivate the more industrious of our subjects to action.
We cannot let him live. Find him at all costs.
Okay, so the bounty is back on. You know what I just realized? We didn't even get any money for turning Roland in. That's upsetting.
My lord, the prince has returned.
What? Is he hurt?
He returned to the place where he's most likely to be found. Cool. I feel like he could have gone... Well, never mind. Let's just see what happens.
Slightly the worse for wear, but he appears hale, my lord.
I feared we wouldn't see the day.
I'm guessing we're gonna fake his
Sereno.
death again, right?
Will you welcome an old friend back into your home?
With pleasure.
Anna, does anyone else know of Prince Roland's whereabouts?
None. Of that I made sure. Only those present here know where he is.
Very good. Let no one else approach these chambers.
Gustave plans to wed my sister. He will proclaim his intent soon.
Cordelia? But why would he do that?
secure his stranglehold on Glenbrook.
So the throne was his goal all along. In that case, why murder his own kin?
That bastard. Schemes upon schemes.
Cordelia seems to have accepted her fate, but I refuse to. I need to stop this wedding. And I need your help. We must put an end to aesfrost's machinations once and for all. Together.
I was thinking to myself, what does he mean, murder his own kin? And then I realized I just completely forgot about Dragon. Sorry.
Can I count on you?
My prince, as your friend, I must be frank. We find ourselves in a delicate situation. A single rash move could mean the loss of our home.
For now, we must let Hyzant and aesfrost think our loyalty can be won by force or intimidation.
And to that end, we have a bargain with Hyzant to fulfill. That must come first before all.
I see. Of course, I cannot blame you. You have subjects to keep safe after all. I apologize for imposing. I shall leave this place. Only tragedy will come if I stay.
My prince, if I may.
Let's fake your death.
Considering recent events, there may be no safe haven for you in all of Norzelia. However, I have a proposition.
Speak plainly, Benedict. What is it?
Give me your royal signet. Apologies, but I will not be able to return it.
My signet! The last proof of my lineage. But why?
So you may die, my prince.
Travis and Trisha's band happen upon a startling discovery on the riverbank. Okay, we know about that. What else? Anything else? Nope. Roland escapes White home, but Cordelia remains, her faith in the hands of Gustadolf. Okay, let's see what's up with you, Cordelia.
Don't you have anything to say? I freed my brother.
Oh, okay, so he just knows it already.
We are to be wed. I must learn to forgive such rash impulses as you are prone to have.
I spit on your forgiveness. I'll never return your hollow gestures.
As you wish. Your brother has nowhere to run in any case. However, House Wolfort is a nuisance. A nuisance I cannot expunge without earning Hyzant's ire. But it would seem that no longer matters. My hour has arrived. Mine. The time has come to carve my mark into Norzelia.
I'm guessing that might have been Svarog, right? Okay, either that or maybe it's this? Let's keep going.
And so, matters with the Wolforts were settled, as peaceably as could be expected. I trust they shall flourish with your support, Minister Sorsley.
Your story leaves me with one question, Exam. Was it not your forces who took Castle Wolford? Yet you leave them with their freedom.
One so accustomed to the intrigues of politics surely sees the reason why. Their true enemies are the aesfrosti. And the Hierophant would know the true reasons behind aesfrost's recent machinations. In this endeavor, a free ally would suit us better than a beaten subject.
I see. While kept on a short leash, they can be useful guard dogs. But that leash can always be cut if they prove feral.
Just so. An open hand in the right situation can win so much more than a closed fist.
You may be right.
Ah, but before I leave, the Holy One expressed some concern for you. Have you had any troubles managing the salt as of late?
None at all, naturally.
Splendid.
My lord, a bird from Sorsley End of Hyzant has arrived. He has offered to send us provisions and funds in light of our situation.
A most welcome offer, to be sure, but why would he extend a helping hand to us now? Could he be after something?
Undoubtedly, there are regrettably none so altruistic amongst the Saintly Seven. Seeing as Minister Sorsley has never shown much interest in other nations, I can only surmise this is a ploy to put House Wolford in his debt.
As I suspected. But our people and soldiers need all the help they can get.
This is also a good opportunity to fulfill our promise to Minister Exham.
I assure you, Minister Sorsley won't be the only one with ulterior motives in this exchange. Let us accept his proposal.
Understood. We shall discuss our countermeasures at another time.
Okay, I think with that, we're gonna end off this episode of Triangle Strategy. Next episode, we're probably gonna turn Sorsley Endate in for his illicit salt trades, and I guess find out what happens in that what happens when we make that choice. I hope you enjoyed the video for like the 4th time now, and I'll see you next time. Bye!